Welcome to Dragon Age Deep Dive, where I consume all Dragon Age content in chronological order to make it make sense to you and my brain. Today we are covering Dragon Age Origins, the game that started it all. The game came out in 2009 and takes place in the Age of the Dragon, 930 to 931, which is 2 years after Leliana's song. I stream this game on my Twitch channel and will be inserting clips of that playthrough as we go along the story. Also, just to note that this is an open world game, so the layout and timeline of the events can differ each playthrough, so this is only one potential of a journey that can be done.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. Until the Grey Wardens came. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten.
We first start off creating our character. So we can be a human, an elf, or a dwarf. But I think it's time we do it as a human. Okay, we're gonna do rogue just so I can stabby stab.
Greetings.
We'll do that one. Oh my god, I'm so excited. The human storyline takes us to High Ever in Ferelden, where our dad is an Arl. Arl Howe is visiting us, and it quickly turns into a betrayal.
Our daughter will not die of Howe's treachery.
Darling, go with Duncan.
You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
Yes, that's the same Duncan from The Calling. He is all grown up now, and he's leading the Ferelden Grey Wardens.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar.
We meet King Cailan, Merrick's son.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cailan.
Cailan's just like a little boy in the books, because the first two books cover King Merrick, which is his dad, and King Merrick and Duncan work together in the second book. And then we meet Alistair, a newer Grey Warden.
Though I guess you knew that.
To become a Grey Warden, we must complete the joining ritual. This requires us to go into the Kokari Wilds with Alistair and 2 other recruits to find some Darkspawn blood, and we've also been tasked to locate some Grey Warden treaties that have been lost.
You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
We meet Morrigan, who takes us to her mother, the supposed Witch of the Wilds. We read a comic that covered these two in an earlier deep dive. This is also that same witch that Merrick and Loghain met in the Stolen Throne book, where Merrick had that secret conversation with her. She's been guarding the Grey Warden treaties for years and kindly gives them back to us.
I have protected these.
You... Oh.
We head back to Ostagar to complete the joining. Unfortunately, the 2 other recruits don't survive it, so we're the only ones who make it. After that, we go to the war table to discuss strategy against the Darkspawn, and here's where we meet Loghain.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
A plan is devised for Cailan and Duncan to fight the Darkspawn first, and us with Alistair will go to a big tower to light a beacon to signal Loghain's men to attack from another angle. We face off a massive ogre before lighting the fire from the tower. That was awesome. And then we get to watch Loghain deceive us and tell all of his men to retreat. If you don't worry, Jeff, the chat will be silent.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Everything falls downhill from there. Cailan gets crushed by an ogre, and Duncan dies shortly after that. Duncan, keep fighting. Duncan, keep fighting. It actually makes me so sad. It's actually harder to read the books and know, like, his story and, like, to then know that he dies now. And oh. In the tower, we get overpowered by Darkspawn and pass out. We wake up in the Kokari Wilds and discover that the Witch of the Wilds has saved us.
The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Alistair comes up with a plan to build an army to fight the Darkspawn, using the Grey Warden treaties we acquired earlier, and also with the help of Arl Eamon, King Cailan's uncle, who was not at the Battle of Ostagar.
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
Our first stop is Lothlorien to see what's going on since the Battle of Ostagar. And here's the map of Ferelden, the beautiful, beautiful map. We get a little cutscene of what Loghain is up to.
We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them.
Bann Teagan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bann Teagan, my father is doing what is best.
I love Bann Teagan.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Get her! Get her! I love Bann Teagan. We make it to Lothlorien, which is filled with refugees due to Darkspawn overrunning other areas. We also meet a knight that Alistair recognizes.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
We're given the task to find the Sacred Urn of Ashes. This is so that we can cure Arl Eamon so that he will hopefully help us stop Loghain and the Darkspawn. We also quickly learn that Loghain has been spreading lies, saying that the Grey Wardens are the ones who betrayed King Maric and caused the defeat of Ostagar.
Look what we have here, men. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Loghain's men. This can't be good.
Gentlemen, surely there is no need for trouble.
Leliana!
No doubt
Leliana's here.
Poor souls seeking refuge.
We meet Leliana during a confrontation with some of Loghain's men, and then we also meet the lovely Sten, who has been imprisoned in a cage, and we convince the mother of the Chantry to let him go and he joins our party.
I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
And finally, we meet Bodan and Sandal, a merchant and his son, who join our camp.
Mighty timely arrival
Yes,
there,
these
my
two.
friend. I'm much obliged.
Oh my god. Ready to move on, we make our way to Redcliffe to see what's going on with Arl Eamon. And Alistair has a confession to make.
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born.
No.
Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry.
The reason
I'm a
he
bastard.
did that was because... well... because my father was King Maric, which made Kaelin my half-brother.
He could be the heir. Alistair is the baby that Maric and Fiona had in The Calling. Alistair is a half-elf, his mom was a mage, and no one else knows this outside of Duncan, who is dead. When we arrive at Redcliffe, we notice that something is wrong with the city and we're taken to meet Bann Teagan.
Greetings, friends. My name is Teagan, Ban of Reynisphere, brother to the Arl.
And another tie into the books, Bann Teagan and Arl Eamon are the brothers of Rowan, who married Maric and had Kaelin.
I remember you, Bann Teagan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle.
First, we deal with the attacks coming in at Redcliffe, which are all a bunch of zombies. Once Redcliffe is secured, we meet Arl Eamon's wife, Isolde, who tells us the dead are taking over the Redcliffe castle due to a mage, and also her son is in trouble.
So these are our visitors. The ones you told me about, Mother.
Isolde has been trying to hide the fact that her son is a mage, and she brought in a mage to teach him how to control his powers. But unfortunately, Connor was possessed by a demon, which is something that can happen when you don't know how to control your powers and you give in to a demon's power. The teacher mage offers a way to free Connor from the demon using blood magic, and Isolde offers her life for the mage's spell to save Connor. Connor is luckily freed and will be sent to the mage tower to learn to master his magic. We discover that the mage that was hired to teach Connor was also secretly hired on the side by Loghain to poison Arl Eamon. Unfortunately, Arl Eamon still hasn't woken up, but he does seem stable now that there isn't a demon in the castle. So our next mission is to find the Urn of Ashes in hopes of saving the Arl. We get a nice little scene between Loghain and Arl Howe, the guy who murdered my family, and we see that they've hired an assassin to come for us.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
Before making our way to Denerim, we make a pit stop to the Brecilian Forest to recruit the Dalish elves to help us with the Blight. If I was a Grey Warden in a forest and we had to do all these things, and we're in the Redcliffe Village right now, we're gonna go to the Brazilian outskirts first because that's on the way to there. That would make sense, otherwise we're just wasting time. Conveniently, we run into the hired assassin right away. Oh, not a log on me!
The Grey Warden dies here! If you don't kill me, the crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the crows pause, so let me serve you instead.
The assassin Zevran has now joined our party, and we continue our way to the Dalish elves.
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation.
There are werewolves in the forest who are attacking the Dalish elves and spreading a curse. Long story short, the leader of this group created the werewolf curse to put on the humans that killed his children years ago.
This hatred in me is like an ancient, gnarled root. It has consumed my soul.
Humans. The curse has been broken. The werewolves get to live their lives as humans once more, and the Dalish are free from the curse as well. And we also now have the Dalish on our side in support against the Blight. As we continue making our way to Denerim to search for the sacred Urn of Ashes to heal Arl Eamon, we get another cutscene between Loghain and his daughter Honora, who is married to King Cailan.
Did you kill Cailan?
Cailan's death was his own doing.
Now in Denerim, we stop at Brother Genetivi's place as he's been doing research on the Urn of Ashes, but unfortunately he's not there. It turns out he's in the village of Haven in the Frostback Mountains, which is where we head next. Haven seems to be a sketchy cult place run by people who are not very nice. We have to fight our way through them to find Brother Genetivi, who was kidnapped by these people of Haven. For a bit.
I could not keep up with you with my injuries. I should be safe. I don't think there are any villagers here. Go. I will be all right. Perhaps my destiny was only to lead you to the Urn.
Brother Genetivi takes us to a temple where the urn is supposedly held, and we have to complete a few trials to reach the urn.
Congratulations, you found a waste bin.
Instead, we quickly return to Redcliffe to get Arl Eamon out of his coma.
We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin.
Continuing our recruit against the Blight, we head to the Mage Tower to recruit the mages. Unfortunately, there's some demonic drama happening at the Mage Tower. The Templars are there to try to stop the demons, but they're threatening to get rid of all mages at the tower as a precaution.
Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe.
We cross the magical barrier and meet Wynne, an awesome mage.
I don't know what became of Uldred, but I am certain all this is his doing. I will not lose the circle to one man's pride and stupidity.
We fight our way through the tower and come across a sloth demon who sends us into the Fade, which is one of the most annoying parts of the game. It's basically like in The Calling when everyone got stuck in the Fade and they had to go into each other's visions to free them. But before you can do that, you have to become these different entities and travel to different realms in order to reach those people. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. When I tell you, I used to have to look up what exactly to do because it made absolutely no sense. And it's only because I've done this a million times that I kind of understand what you need to do. But I'll probably still get stuck. Luckily, it only took me one stream to power through.
If you go back quietly, I'll do better this time. I'll make you much happier.
Hello, there's been a costume change. I had to split up my recording days. So, new day, same me, different outfit. Having escaped the Fade and the Sloth Demon, we are getting closer to the crux of the problem at the tower. And on our way, we run into a Templar named Cullen.
Rest easy. Help is here.
Enough visions. If anything in you is human, kill me now and stop this game. You broke the others, but I will stay strong for my sake.
Keep note of him because he comes back at a later game. We then face Uldrich, the mage who turned to blood magic to try to overtake the tower. Luckily, we were able to save the first enchanter, Irving, and save the mage tower altogether.
The circle will go on, and we will learn from this tragedy and be strengthened by it.
Yay!
We have won back the tower. I will accept Irving's assurance that all is well.
Thank God.
But they may have demons within them, lying dormant, lying in wait.
Chill,
Enough.
my guy.
I have already made my decision. Thank you. You have proven yourself a friend of both the Circle and the Templars.
Yeah, dude. Wynne joins our party to help us out, and we make our way over to Orzammar to recruit the dwarves. Of course, there's also drama happening at Orzammar. The king has recently died, and there are two dwarves fighting to take over the throne next. It's the late king's son and the late king's advisor, and we are tasked in deciding who to support. We decided to go with Lord Harrowmont, the late king's advisor. This is who that king said he'd want to take over for him if he were to pass. He also just seems like a good guy, and he promised to help us with the Blight. Our last task in Orzammar is to find their missing paragon who has disappeared into the Deep Roads. A paragon is Orzammar's version of a champion, someone who's well-known and well-regarded.
Branka is a paragon, the only one we have been blessed with in 4 generations. 2 years ago, she took her entire house into the Deep Roads on a mad quest to uncover ancient secrets. No one's heard from her since.
Before setting off, we meet Oghren, a dwarf who's married to Branka, the missing paragon. He asks to join us in our search for her, and he joins our party.
You should know that Branka was looking for the Anvil of the Void, the secret to building golems.
The Deep Roads is filled with a lot of darkspawn fighting. Eventually, we run into the Legion of the Dead, who appeared in the Stolen Throne.
I recognize a fighter of Darkspawn. It marks you. It's why we in the Legion of the Dead abandon our lives so we can face them without fear.
We then face a horrible creature called the Broodmother. I'm interested in what it's going to look like, because my memory of it is like, ugh. Yeah. Shortly after, we finally run into Branka. We discover that the anvil that she's looking for is hidden behind something called the Trial of the Gauntlet, which tests your worthiness to reach the anvil.
There's only one way out, Warden. Forward. Through Caridon's maze, and out to where the anvil waits.
What has this place done to you? I remember marrying a girl you could talk to for 1 minute and see her brilliance.
They're married!
I am your paragon.
The trial entails more fighting until you reach the end, and then we discover that Caridon is still alive within a golem that he created. We learn that in order to bring life to golems, dwarven souls must be sacrificed. Caridon wants us to help him destroy the anvil, and that leads to a massive fight between us, Branka, and golems. We defeat Branka, and Caridon makes us a crown to symbolize his support for the Grey Wardens. Whoa. Goodbye.
You have my eternal thanks, stranger. I trust in all Tumsha. May you always find your way in the dark.
Oh. Making our way back to Orzammar, Harrowmont gets crowned king, and the dwarves are now enlisted to help us with the Blight. Having utilized the 3 Grey Warden treaties, we are getting a lot closer to being able to defeat Loghain and the Blight. We spend this next time finishing up any additional quests before moving forward. The first being this guy named Levi, who wanted to restore his family name, which kind of ended up being in vain because his great-great-grandmother was possessed by a demon, and we didn't really get any answers from her before killing her.
I can't believe my great-great-grandmother was still alive. Well, sort of alive, sort of dead.
Oh.
I need a drink.
Okay, he's not too upset then. Then we visit Ostagar, where we had our first battle. Yes, here we go. Oh. That happened so long ago. Next, we went off to fulfill a quest from Morrigan, who wanted us to kill her mother. She knows how you extend your unnatural lifespan.
That she does. The question is, do you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn?
Yes, what a team. Ow! Oh, I did it! Oh!
That was a
After giving Morrigan Flemeth's grimoire, we do another quest to find the stone golem named Shale.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And not even a mage this time. Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical.
Shale joins our party. I didn't use her too much in this playthrough, but she does have a cool story that's worth exploring if you play this. Having completed the side quests and scoring all of our allies, we head back to Arl Eamon.
Let us be off to Denerim, and may the Maker watch over us.
We head to Denerim for a lands meet so that Ferelden can decide who will take the crown.
The Queen. She is in a difficult position.
We learn from Anora's maid that Anora has been captured by Arl Howe, the same guy who killed my family and works with Loghain. We go to rescue her in hopes that she will help support us in the lands meet and expose her father. Not only do we rescue Anora, but we also get to exact revenge on Howe for killing our family. It feels good. Get wrecked, you killed my family. Prepare to die.
I deserved more.
Unfortunately, I get captured by Loghain's men, and the rest of my party have to come and save me. Is it here? Please be here. Oh, thank God. Reconvening with Arl Eamon and Anora, we discover that the elven alienage within Denerim is in upheaval.
These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though. All the people they help disappear.
It turns out that elves are being taken for slavery, and it was signed off by Loghain.
Here is my offer. 100 sovereigns from you for a letter with the seal of the Terran of Gwaren upon it, implicating him in all of this. Then, we leave a few days earlier than planned with our profits and remaining slaves unharmed.
Obviously, we kill him and get documented proof that Loghain was a part of this. With this, we start the lands meet.
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
No lesser man can lead our armies to victory. I stand with Loghain.
Shit.
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Maker help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
That's not true.
I'm with Loghain. Who else could defeat the Blight? Loghain, I'm with you.
This bodes ill for us all. The Landsmeet has spoken.
Shit.
Following these Grey Wardens has cost us our king. We must not allow it to cost us our country. I charge Eamon, Alistair, and this warden with treason. Someone escort my daughter back to her room. Take the traitors outside to await execution. To arms! We will not be taken without a fight.
Having lost the lands meet, oops, we have a big battle with Loghain.
We will have order.
Agreed. Let there be no further bloodshed in the Landsmeet.
Holy shit.
Alistair's claim is challenged. In the days before King Calenhad, such claims were settled by duels. Alistair against Loghain.
Oh, maybe this is
Will the Landsmeet agree?
Yes. I obviously defeat Loghain.
There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
We're given the chance to either kill Loghain or make him a Grey Warden as punishment to help us against the Blight. Alistair does not like that option.
I will not stand next to him as a brother. I won't.
We need all the help we can get, Alistair.
Loghain is a traitor. We need him like we need to be stabbed in the back. Or have you forgotten how his being a great general didn't help the last time? I didn't want to be king. I still don't. But if that's what it takes to see Loghain get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Don't you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country? You can't seriously support him.
I thought the two of you were going to marry.
And I thought the whole idea was to bring Loghain to justice. Funny how plans change, isn't it?
Not everyone turning on me.
A very fortunate alliance for petty revenge. Perhaps Ferelden is better off without you, Alistair.
I can't let Alistair not be king. He has to be king.
You can't do this. My father may have been wrong, but he is still a hero to the people.
Anora, harsh.
It's over.
This isn't the
Stop
outcome I
treating him
wanted.
like a child. This is serious.
Daughters never grow up, Honora. They remain 6 years old with pigtails and skinned knees forever.
Father.
Just make it quick, Warden. I can face the Maker knowing that Ferelden is in your hands.
Alistair? Yeah, Alistair, you do this. This is your fucking choice.
I will. I owe that to Duncan.
Fine. Fine. Whatever. So Loghain is now dead, and Alistair is the king of Ferelden. And with that out of the way, we start preparing to finally face the Blight. We meet a Grey Warden named Riordan who gives us important details for facing the Archdemon, the leader of the Blight.
The Archdemon may be slain, as any other Darkspawn. But should any other than a Grey Warden do the slaying, it will not be enough.
Meaning the Grey Warden who kills the Archdemon dies?
Yes. Without the Archdemon, the Blight ends. It is the only way.
Riordan offers to sacrifice himself, which is fine by us, but Morrigan seems to have found a mysterious loophole.
I offer a way out. A way out for all the Grey Wardens, that there need be no sacrifice. A ritual, performed on the eve of battle, in the dark of night. What I propose is this. Convince Alistair to lay with me, here tonight, and from this ritual, a child shall be conceived within me. The child will bear the taint, and when the Archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish. The Archdemon is still destroyed with no Grey Warden dying in the process.
We convince Alistair to follow through on this ritual as a safety precaution so that no Grey Warden has to die. It is now time for the big battle. The Blight is heading towards Denerim, so all of our armies and allies move there.
Today, we save Denerim. Today, we avenge the death of my brother King Cailan. But most of all, today, we show the Grey Wardens that we remember and honor their sacrifice. For Ferelden! For the Grey Wardens!
A lot of fighting commences. We have to wait for the Archdemon to appear to make our final stand, and Riordan spots the Archdemon first and attacks it right away, and unfortunately he does not succeed in his mission. He's gonna die! Well, it's a fucking good thing I did the thing. Otherwise, Alistair would have died. Or I would have died. Ouchie! Ouchie! And that's why I forgot about him. More fighting ensues. We cut and slice our way to the top of the Denerim castle to have our final battle with the Archdemon. Whoa. I said, good, Alistair's dead, so now he can't die. Literally. I did it. I did it. Yes. Oh, see, he's back up. Don't worry, I'm not gonna die. Morrigan's pregnant. Oh! Yeah, run away! I don't know why they run. Bantegan, you lived! I love Bantegan!
My friends, we are gathered to celebrate those
Movie time.
responsible for our victory.
Movie time.
Of those who stood against the Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation. The one who led the final charge against the Archdemon remains with us still. An inspiration to all she saved that day. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the hero of Ferelden. The first Grey Warden to defeat the Blight since Garahel 4 centuries ago.
Alistair is now officially King of Ferelden. We are the heroes of Ferelden, and our family name has been saved.
The Howes are hereby stripped of their titles and fortune, and will be investigated as to their involvement in the Hyeva attack.
Yes.
Hyeva itself is, of course, restored to your family. Namely, your brother Fergus, since he was found safe and sound near the Korcari Wilds. Let it also be known that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arl Howe, is now granted to the Grey Wardens. There they can rebuild, following the example of those who went before them.
I decide to try to rebuild the Grey Wardens, and Morgan seems to have run off and does not want to be found. As good with her word, Morgan disappeared once the Archdemon was slain. Some of Morgan's description was seen traveling alone months later, heading west through the Frostback Mountains, and she may have even been with child. As for Nesta's companions, they went their separate ways. Zevran returned with Nesta to the Grey Wardens, helping to recruit and train new members, even though he never officially joined the Order. As the blighted lands began to heal and the Grey Wardens slowly rebuilt the Order in Amaranthine, they discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn was not yet complete. Although the Horde was routed and had dissolved upon the Archdemon's death, many more powerful Darkspawns survived to organize roving war bands that preyed both upon the land and upon each other. These war bands spread havoc, and some even journeyed west into Orlais or crossed the Shining Sea by the deep roads. They proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. But these are tales yet to be told. This tale ended when Nesta sank her blade into the Archdemon's head and destroyed it forever. It was not the last that Ferelden would hear of her, however. And that's Dragon Age Origins. It's quite a story where you get to grow and become the hero of the land, and you meet such fun characters along the way. We've got a little break from the game and are next going to be reacting to a web series called Dragon Age Warden's Fall, so we'll see what that has in store for us. Until then, enjoy this video's song. O daughter of magic, O child of the wilds, the time for your purpose has come now to pass. With hope that you're ready, you've done all you can to face what's before you and reclaim the land. Will they rise or will they fall? Will they meet the beckoning call? Can they reach from deep within to stop the blight, the Archdemon? A bastard among them of noble descent, to lead all the warriors and build a new home. Venture head high with all that you've learned. It will prepare you to retake the throne. Will they rise or will they fall? Will they meet the beckoning call? Can they reach from deep within to stop the blight, the Archdemon? No option for safety, no option to hide. Sent on a path to do what is right. With all else against you, you'll make your own way. You'll find your purpose or die while you try. Will they rise or will they fall? Will they meet the beckoning call? Can they reach from deep within to stop the blight, the